everyone, welcome back to Measuremix. Thank you so much for stopping by today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you like DIYs, make sure to stick around by hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything new. Today I'm going to be doing a Dollar Tree DIY for Easter or spring, so let's get started. Alright guys, so I am going to start off with this wood tile board that came from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be making a spring Tic Tac Toe Board with it. So I'm just going to start off by removing all of the 9 wooden tiles off of it, and then I'm going to take a mixture of dark walnut stain and weathered gray stain, and I'm just going to apply the dark walnut stain first, and then I'm going to come back and apply the weathered gray stain just in strokes across the board. And then I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm going to wipe it all off. Then I also went ahead and put stain on the back of the board as well. There is a sawtooth hanger on the back of the board, so I just removed that and then finished staining the back. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to take all 9 of the tiles and I'm going to apply some stain to the front and the sides and the back. And I am just going to use the dark walnut for this because I am going to be doing a weathered look on these tiles, so the gray won't really matter in this case. And yes, I'm not wearing gloves while I'm staining because I couldn't find them, but no fear because it washed off easily with some coconut oil and some soap. So now after the stain is dry, I am going back to the tiles with some white chalk paint, and I am just putting 1 coat of white chalk paint on the front and the sides of all of the tiles. Next, I wanted some legs for my Tic Tac Toe board to stand it up so that way it wouldn't lay just flat on the surface. So what I did was take 2 of these wooden rolling pins and I cut 2 inches off of each side of them because they taper at the top and the bottom of the rolling pins. So this is what they look like after they are cut. Then I just came back with my stain in the dark walnut and the weathered gray and did the same thing like I did on the board. Now what I'm going to do is I am just going to glue the legs onto the back of the board. So I just flip the board over and I am just using some wood glue. It's just some cheap wood glue that I had found in my garage. And I'm just applying some to the bottom of the leg and I'm just placing one in the corner there. And then I just want to make sure that I wipe away the excess glue, and then I did the same thing to the other 3 legs in the corners of the board. Now, instead of using X's and O's for the Tic Tac Toe board, I'm going to be using bunnies and flowers. So all I did was Google some images of some watercolored flowers and a watercolor bunny with a floral crown, and this is what I found. So I am just going to cut the images out as close to the edge as possible so I don't have any white showing. And I cut 5 bunnies out and then I cut 4 flowers out. When I cut the flowers out, I did sometimes have to cut off some of the little extra bits that were hanging off because they did have some extra leaves and extra little flowers that you just couldn't get precise. So I just cut those off and then just continued around the flower. Now what I'm going to do is take my tile pieces and my cutouts and I'm just going to place one on top of the tile, and I'm going to use some Mod Podge. I just got this Mod Podge from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to apply some to the tile and the back of the image, and then I'm going to put some more Mod Podge over the image and smooth it out. And then I also used my finger to smooth out the bubbles on the image, and I did this for all 5 of the bunnies and all 4 of the flowers. Now I wanted the tiles to look a little more weathered, and I also wanted to smooth the edges out on the images so it didn't just look like I just glued the images down to the tile. So after the Mod Podge was all dry, I came back with some sandpaper and just roughed up the edges of the tile and just sanded the images a little bit just to give it that more weathered look. I really love how this spring tic-tac-toe game turned out. It is so pretty for Easter, and I think it would be great to set out on your coffee table, and it would be perfect to entertain your friends or family or even the kids with it. If you didn't want to use it as a tic-tac-toe game, you could always stack the tiles up and use the bottom part as a tray, and the tiles could be used as coasters. Just put an extra layer of Mod Podge on them and they would work perfect. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you're wondering where you can purchase one of these t-shirts like I'm wearing today or other Measure and Mix merch, check out my merch store. You can find the links down below. Alright, I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.